Ladies and gentlemen, give a nice warm welcome to Mr. D.C. Benny.
All right, Long Island. Good to be here, everybody. Good to be here. Yeah. Right next to the kosher deli that got shut down on a health violation. Good to be here. You know, that's always nice. You know, throwing some bacon bits in the matzo ball soup. And, you know, it's good for me to get out of, working in a city. A lot of people. Here's another thing. I have people ask me for directions. They ask me for directions all the time. Like, I was in city. Some lady came up and just goes, and it's New York, so they don't ask. They just demand. This lady comes up and just goes, Broadway, not where is it, or how do I get to it, or any of that other stuff you'd associate with a question. It's confusing. I'm like, is she requesting a show tune? Is that a code? Like, my fly's down. Oh, Broadway, thank you, lady. So I had to ask her, I was like, can you clarify what it is exactly you need? So then she treats me like an idiot. She puts it in a question form, but says it really slowly. She's like, how do I get to Broadway? So I gave her the most New York answer I could think of. I was like, well, that all depends on how big you can dream. Right? Yeah, so that happened, everybody. Live in Brooklyn. You guys know it over there. That's money. Yeah, sure. It's fancy now. My neighborhood's changing a lot. I've been there like 30 years. My neighborhood's been, okay, so I go to this deli pretty much every day in my neighborhood. I go to this deli. So I go the other day to get cat food. That's one of my rituals. And I'm in line, and there's one of the newer people in the neighborhood on the phone behind me, very loud, like, seriously, literally, really, seriously, literally, really, I can't even. Just sentence fragments. And then they start critiquing the neighborhood. They're like, if I'm going to be totally transparent about this neighborhood, I have to say my major problem with it is that it lacks diversity. I'm like, well, wait a minute now. It's mostly old school Italian neighborhood, but we're, in a Korean deli. There's a Mexican dude behind the counter making a bagel for the Jewish lady, who is, of course, complaining because she ordered an everything with nothing. It's blowing his mind. He's trying to give her a plane. There's a crackhead trying to buy a Lucy. What's missing? Like a one-legged Albanian in capri pants? Like, what's missing? But I just think that I don't say that. So now I'm up at bat. I get to the register, right, to buy my cat food. I realize I forgot my wallet. But I know the guy. I've been coming there 30 years. So I tell the guy, I'm like, listen, I'm going to hit you off later today when I come through again. And before he could respond, the person behind me on the phone, in reference to me, says really loudly, white privilege. I was like, what? So I went outside, I stole their bike, and I left a note that said reparations. Right?